Mr. Culkins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Minister, in your opening remarks, you spoke about your so-called robust measures. We've heard from numerous witnesses that have appeared before this committee talk about numerous incidents and numerous ridings where information was sent into the robust measures processes that you put in place. Have those robust measures ever triggered a public notice in any of the election, in any of the campaigns, in any of the ridings in the last two elections?
Madam Chair, I'm confident that the nonpartisan public
Madam
servants
Chair,
who exercise their discretion under this protocol have done so in a way that has protected the interests of our elections. And I would also point out that the elections in 2019 and 2021 have been certified
I have a short amount of
as
time,
free
Minister.
and fair.
It was kind of a yes or no question. I'll just take that as a no. Have your robust measures ever resulted in any diplomats being expelled? We've had actually records of diplomats from Beijing actually publicly taking credit for changing the outcomes of the elections in at least two ridings. Have any diplomats under your so-called robust measures been expelled? Yes or no? We all know the answer. You can just say it, Minister.
Madam Chair, I've explained the many concrete actions that we have taken against threats posed by foreign interference, and will continue to be vigilant on that front.
Minister, under your so-called robust measures, have any charges been laid against anybody for foreign interference? We know that our Five Eyes allies, who used to actually involve us in security arrangements that are now passing us by, have done so where charges have been laid in places like the United States and Australia and other places. Have your robust measures resulted in any charges being laid? Yes or no?
Madam Chair, I'm confident that the discretion that is exercised independently, operationally, by law enforcement will safeguard all of our democratic institutions and our communities.
Well, it seems to me, Minister, that your robust measures on election integrity seem to be about as robust as your measures on bail reform. So I'll get off that tack, and we'll move over to your comment on Eyes Wide Open. On the Globe and Mail reported on February 17th, based on their review of a CSIS document from December 20th, 2021, that political campaigns quietly and illegally returned the difference between the original donation and the government's refund back to the donors. So under the direction of Beijing, donations were being made to political campaigns, and then those campaigns were illegally returning the money back to those donors to make them whole after they got their tax receipt. That's collusion. Would you like to change your Eyes Wide Open comment to maybe Eyes Wide Shut under your robust measures?
Madam Chair, as I've indicated, the government has taken unprecedented steps in the creation of new authorities, including protocols that are there to protect the integrity of our elections. And we've had two reports that have certified that the elections in 2019 and 2021 were both free and fair. And we will continue to build on that record, receiving recommendations from Mr. Johnston, working with parliamentarians at INSICOP, using NSIRA as a way to shine a light on the way that we are doing this work together.